let's go ahead and get started. Just give me a second. Getting my chat box up so I can see what people say. Okay. There we are. Welcome back, everybody, to Empyrion Galactic Survival. Oh, I've got a lot of save games that need to be deleted. Delete you. Delete you. Let's head to Empyrion, saves, games, new game through new game 6 because those are broken. Okay. Welcome back, everybody, to Empyrion Galactic Survival. I'm KnowItAllDM. How's everybody doing today? Today, I'm going to be showing off some things. Did I have the right? Hold on. I want to make sure my tag is correct. YouTube. Creator Studio. Live streaming. Basic info. No, this is custom scenario ultimate Ironman update. Okay, and it should auto save. I'll change the save. Okay. There we are. So, like I said, I'm going to be showing off. It's not in here. Wait. Oh, it started on the default creative because I wanted to. See, this is what I don't get. Normally, it'll start off on the default random, like this, when you open it. But if you go to the save games, it goes to default creative for some reason. I don't know why. But in any case, so what we're going to be doing, we're going to be updating the, or showing off the Ultimate Ironman. Ignore that. That was something that was stolen from one of my other games that needs to be changed. And for those of you who don't know, the Ironman competition is a competition being held by Captain Adonis. It's in its 9th season, and I'm participating. I participated in the 8th season and in the 9th season now. And the premise of it is that a bunch of YouTubers get together, start a game on the same seed in survival mode, and you try to survive, and each week you're given a mission, and you have to complete that mission before the end of the week without dying. You have to, and if you die at any point for any reason, you're out of the competition, hence the name Ironman. But there are some downfalls to the system that I'm wishing to issue with my Ultimate Ironman. The first of which is not being able to attack any alien POI, any POI that has a spawner, because you never know what's going to be the next mission. So they make it so that you can't attack any POI that has a spawner because that could potentially be your next mission. So until a mission comes up, you're not allowed to do that. That's something that a lot of people, both contestants and viewers alike, have had a little bit of issues with. And that's something, the main thing that I wanted to change. The other things is the not being able to leave the starting system. And because of this, you've got all these extra planets that have to load in, even though you're never going to go there. There's some things with the game that make it so that it's a little it doesn't feel quite like you're playing Empyrion, but rather that you're playing a competition of don't die, stay away from anything that kills you, or you know, and until the mission comes up. So you're gathering resources and preparing, and then going after this one POI. And you're staying on the same planet. Everybody's using the same seed. So if you watch one person do it, you've basically seen everybody do it. To remedy this, let's go ahead and get in here, and I will show you what I've done to remedy this. I've been busy updating POIs, specifically the main enemy POIs that could be used as mission. What? Okay. What is wrong here? Duplicate sector? What? Hold on. What sector is a duplicate sector? There is no duplicate sector. It's just got one. Oh. Why is this here duplicated? I don't know. Let's save that and then try to load that again. New game, Ultimate Ironman. Let's go. Anyway, so I've updated a lot of them to alien admin cores, and then made it so that you could, if you needed to break in, you could break in certain doors and certain stuff could be destroyed. You can destroy the weapons and the spawners, or most of the spawners, the ones you can see. And the rest of the stuff, since it's an alien admin core, is undestroyable. I've also got it so that you start on basically an Okua type planet. But there's also the possibility each season to start on a different starter, up to the 4 main types of starter, being temperate, arid, snow, and alien. Thunderlane, welcome to the stream. Actually, you're like right on time. I just started. So, so this is going to be showing off the update to my Ultimate Ironman and what I've been doing to it so far. So to show the primary update, let's do this. And then on this planet, it will be the fortress or the Epsilon hangar. One of these up here, the Epsilon hangar, I believe, is going to be the... Let's get there and find out. So, wait for things to spawn in. Why is it... Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah. So, on the starting planet, you'll have the alien admin POI, which has got the purple name because it's got an alien admin core. Then it'll be surrounded by, 3 to 5 other POIs that need to be taken out before you can attack the main enemy base. And so the first mission of the first week will be to take out this alien admin on the starting planet. And each successive week, you'll have a different mission from here to here to here to there, and then finally over here on the 5th and final week. Now, each successive one is going to have the same similar type of base to take out as the previous season. You'll have a either Epsilon, Xenu, Rados, or Ghost main. You'll have an abandoned structure. You'll have a floating POI. You'll have the bunker, whether it's Epsilon, Xenu, Ghost, or Rados. And then finally is the alien station during the 5th week. What this does is it sort of forces you to continually advance throughout each week, through the tech tree, through your building, through everything, while building up your fighting force so that you can take them out. So, like, to start with, in the first week, you're going to have to build your base, get your stuff upgraded, build at least a small vessel, if not a small vessel and capital vessel. Let's do this and go ahead, and I'm just going to grab this. and build to the point where you can take out enemy bases. So you're going to want to start by taking out this base. Whether you carpet bomb it to just get rid of it or just take out the turrets, that's up to you. Now, most of the surrounding bases, you're going to have one or two outpost type things, and then the other three are going to be, or other 2 to 3 are going to be defenses that just basically have turrets on them. So we're going to go ahead and take out the turrets on these. And you can take out these red ones at any point during the week, as long as you don't attack that until it's the mission. Now, of course, during the first week, you'll be able to go ahead and attack that as you wish, because it will be the first mission for the first week. But like, let's say during the first week, if you go into space and somehow make your way to here, you're not allowed to attack the purple structure in the first week, but during the second week you can, provided you've already taken this out during the first week. Otherwise you're out of the competition. But you know, so it pretty much makes it so that when you start on the first planet, you can do anything for the entire first week, and by the end of the first week you'll have to take out this POI. Now, of course, like I said, it'll be random. This is part of the main series. So this here is part of the Epsilon main. And if you're on a place that has the Ghost Riders, it'll be a Ghost main. If you're on the place that has the Xenu, it'll be a Xenu main, etc., etc. So, in order to win, you have to take out the core, which I do have it set so the cores can be destroyed, just like the turrets can. And under most circumstances, what is shooting me from here? Oh, is it? Is it the one from over there? I don't know. Is something shooting me through the... It's like it's shooting from this direction. Hold on. It is. You guys need to chill. Okay, anyway. So, basically, all the mission POIs are like this, where you can come in, you can't damage the core, like the main portion of the structure, but you can damage the spawners and the turrets and the sentries. That way it's, you know, a little more fair. You can take out things, but you're, you know, you're unable to damage it, so you can't just carpet bomb this. So when you say, you know, you guys can take this out any way you want, it lets it so that you can literally do it whatever way you want, and as long as you finish it, you're good. It just makes it so that the stuff that, you know, you would normally not be able to do is impossible to do. So in order to take out the core for this thing, you'd have to just make your way all the way up here. Take out, you know, take out whatever you need to survive. And then there you go. You could also theoretically come over here and blow up the core that way. But I've got it so these can be destroyed. Now, once the core is destroyed, you can actually put your own core down, turn it to your base, loot it that way, you know, salvage things. And so once this base is destroyed, you could either make it your base or just loot it or whatever you want. And, you know, that way you can attack other things throughout the week, get, you know, your resources and stuff built up so that you're good when you're attacking this. This also makes it where you are free to attack, you know, any other POIs you find, villages, or, you know, other things if you want. Like if you found an abandoned mine on the first planet, you could go ahead, attack it, take it out, loot it, get its epic weapons, and use those to go after the first mission. Then, after that's taken out, you can do whatever you need to build your resources up and whatever, as long as you make it to the second planet and take out the base on the second planet by the end of the second week. So let's go ahead, teleport to Strenus. Is there no O? Or is it an E? Oh, hold on. There we go. And the name, of course, will change each time. It's just I have to manually come up with names and change it. Now, for this one, the alien structure that you have to go after is going to be the abandoned... Let's see, there's the trade station. There's the abandoned factory. So it'll be the abandoned one. It's all... what I'm planning on doing with this is I'm going to be running it as my own series along with other people who want to join. I'm going to be calling it Ultimate Ironman, and I'm going to be running it 4 times a year. Starting, I'm planning on trying it out as season 0 starting October. And the reason it's 4 times a year is it runs for 5 weeks as opposed to the 4-ish weeks that the current one goes. Let's see, 1150. And then it'll be like starting in January, and then every quarter, at the start of every quarter of the year, it would start a new Ultimate Ironman season. So throughout the year, like every 2 months or so, you'll have regular Ironman, and then once every quarter, you'll have the Ultimate Ironman. And the planet types will change each season. And the thing about this is, since because of the way it's set up, the players are not going to have to use the same seed as everyone else. Because it'll be, oh, you attack the main on this planet, then you attack the one on this planet, then you attack the thing in there, over here, and then finally over there. Everyone will know the order in which they need to be attacked. Everyone will know which one's coming next. And so, like, during the abandons, I could have the abandoned factory on my playthrough that I have to take out, whereas someone else might have to take out the abandoned mine, or the abandoned reactor, or the abandoned drone base. That way, everyone's channel will be different. By the way, Eliath and Frederick Hitchcock, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining me. And so this way, like I said, everyone can use a different seed, and they'll have, it'll be a similar experience because it'll be the same type of planet on each one, which will basically be the same difficulty with different parameters with it. Like my ice planet might have oxygen and yours might not, or mine could have no water and yours could have water. But the basics of it and the type of resources that'll be found on it and in each orbit will be the same each season and each playthrough. So like anything found on the starter planet, in the first playthrough will be found on the starter planet in the second playthrough, like resource-wise, iron, copper, silicon, promethium. And then each additional one will have different ones. As you can see here, they're not exactly, let's see, that one's got, yeah, they're not exactly set up the way that I want them. What's going to happen is that this planet, the starter planet, will have iron, copper, silicon, and promethium. The second planet that you go to, which you can jump to with a small vessel, will have neodymium on it. And then cobalt will be found on, let's see, cobalt will be found on the moon around the starting planet, which I don't have implemented yet. And then neodymium will be found here, and sathium will be found up here. And then I believe I will also have, this asteroid field will have like sathium and such as well. But these two planets will also have iron and either copper or silicon. I think this one would have iron and copper as well as neodymium and promethium. And this one will have iron, silicon, sathium, and promethium, regardless of which planet type it is. And then finally, the third, or I guess fourth planet will have Erystrium and Zascosium on it. So you can actually make your way through here, advancing your technology as you go, to the point where when you come and attack the alien outpost, which will be surrounded by enemy, or like the alien satellites, like the alien outpost in the original thing was, then you'll come here and do that. And this asteroid field will be solely for resource gathering purposes. So it'll have, you know, iron, copper, silicon, cobalt, and like sathium. And I think it'll stop there. It might have neodymium too. I don't know. But basically make it so that with just the small vessel, you can make your way to here. With the capital vessel, you can make your way anywhere else. And I think I want to lower this a little bit further to make it where you have to use wormhole to get from here to there, just to use up more pentaxid. And so that the longer, like these are orange chumps, as you can see, and then the jump from here to there will be red, and then the jump from here to there will be white, using up more and more pentaxid necessary to go to the next system. I've actually already gotten a, in fact, now that we're here, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I've already gotten done in creative mode with this. The problem I'm having with the station isn't the actual structure itself, but it's getting it to spawn in properly. I think I'm having some issues with wording in the YAML file, which you know, I'm working on. But right now, what I've got, all right, I've gotten all the abandoned facilities made into this, and each one is altered slightly. Like every one of these buildings is altered slightly from its non-admin counterpart, to the point where, like, with a lot of the main structures here, you actually have to go into it and like pull levers and such to get to the core room. The exceptions are the ones where it's like super easy, like this one here. And I might even end up making it so that to get like access to the elevators or something, you have to go from level to level, so that to get like to the top, it's, you know, to open the door up here, you have to pull a lever like down at the bottom, or pull one lever on each level. I haven't figured that part out yet for this structure. I might just leave it as it is. But like for, let's say, the Epsilon spaceport, which is one of the 4 Epsilon potential Epsilon mains that you have to do. For the Epsilon spaceport, you can come in at any one of these that you want, but when you get to the point where the core is, And I do have it set up so that oxygen is in a large portion of this, so you don't really have to worry about that. But when you get to the point where the core is, if I can find it, because I know it's like around down here somewhere, over here. You can see the core through this door, but you can't get to it. And you can see the core through here, but you can't shoot it. And so in order to open up this door and subsequently this door, you have to light up those 3 lights. So you'd have to come, let's see, over into this area here and climb up these stairs to a point, not on over here, but over here, to a point where you pull this lever, that and one of the lights will light up. Now, the problem is on getting the 3rd light to light up. You actually have to make your way up to this room, and there are 2 levers. This one here and this one over here. Now, this one over here is already lit up. If you activate it, explosives will explode around here and you'll either die or whatever. And yeah, it's kind of a mess. But this one over here, you actually have to, let's see, somewhere. You basically have to figure out how to activate this one. And it's turned on by having the other 2 turned on. So, like, you have to activate the other 2 switches that I showed you first. Then that switch will be available. You flip this switch and you and then the core door will open. Then you can go back down and shoot the core and you're good. But I made it so that you can't just, wander in, you know, straight from the outside. Oh, look, here's the core. But I win. So that it's actually more of a dungeon feel. And also I made it so that the only spawners that are able to be destroyed are the spawners you can see. So like this one or that one you can destroy, but if it's a thin one that looks like the ground, it's invulnerable, just like the rest of the building. So you have to constantly deal with creatures if that's the case. And I did similar things to the abandoned facilities so that you have to find your way down and pull levers and such to blow up the core. And I did the same thing with the floating POIs here, as well as the bunker facilities, which, you know, each one is, you know, these, so that like, if you have the same planet, like when you start, you're all going to have the same type of planet for your final planet, whether it's, I mean, it could be any type. And it'll have the factory that goes along with its planet faction. So you can, like, if anyone's going to be attacking the drone factory, everyone will, because the same planet will have the same thing. Now with the drone factory, I've got little secrets in here, and most of the things have little secrets that make it easier to take out. Like with this one, if you actually, like, you'll see this here, and if you drill down from there and come into here and blow your way through here, there's the core. But if you don't notice that, you know, you'll have to actually go through it all the way. And that's just something that's, you know, an example. And I might remove the line so that you can't, you know, have a good indicator of where it is. That was just largely for my testing purposes. And then like with, you know, with the abandoned facilities, they already had secrets through a lot of them. I just utilized a lot of that to make it more difficult. Like for instance, since the building cannot be destroyed on the abandoned mine, I also made it so that some of the turrets are invulnerable, and that you have to make your way up into the control room up here and deactivate the turrets so that they don't shoot at you. At the same time, I gave a hint over here that the core room has been locked down, and so you have to find your way to do that. In order to get in here, you can make your way up here, but that door is not going to open until you release the lockdown on that door. In order to do that, all you have to do is come out here, open this up, and pull this lever here, and that door in there will automatically open. I don't think I have it set right. There. Down and then up, and it'll automatically open. So, so that way you can get in there, deactivate the turrets, or if you want to try to make your way down here, the turrets on level 1 and 2 and down in this room are indestructible, so you will have to avoid them until you can shut them off. But certain ones, like that one and the ones down below and the one in the core room in there, or in wherever the core room is hiding, are unable or are destroyable. The thing is, to get down to the core room here, you actually have to make your way down into the mining room over here and make your way through the little secret door here and pull the lever. So, you know, and everything has a mission like that. And yes, I'm giving a little bit of spoilers, but if you don't watch my streams, you won't know. So, but that's, you know, the basics of what I've done. I've also gotten the spire completely changed over, and I've got it similarly with certain levers and such that you have to pull. Like, where is it? Here. And with this one, in order to actually access the core, which is way down here, you come down here, that's a glass plate here. So you can come out, you can see the core, you just can't get to it at all. And pulling the certain levers over here will blow up the core. But it's like, in order to actually open this door here, in order to open the doors to get out to here, you actually have to pull the levers on various different levels in order to do that. So it's a bit of a, you know, another bit of a challenge. But all of the turrets and everything on the outside are able to be blown up. So you can come in with your small vessels or capital vessels, blow up these sentry turrets, and it'll be fine. But it will also be surrounded by the alien orbital things like it was originally. Now the problem I'm having is getting the sector for the playfield for the alien station to work with the updated station in it. So and it has something to do with the compound here, because when I put the compound in, it doesn't work. It won't even load the game. Or it'll load the game, but it won't even load in. It gets stuck at 81% loading sectors and stops. And then the game freezes. But if I get rid of the compound and the compound sub thing, it works fine. Now, I'm wondering if it has something to do with... Yeah, it's a lot like Doom. Find the switch or keyboard to open the doors to the next thing. I like that analogy. But so I'm trying to figure out why this doesn't work. I am going to have to update a lot of the planets to the newer creatures and such, but, you know, right now I'm focusing more on getting it working. Because I used only compound in here that is usable. The sectors, contents, play fields, orbit starter. I used the compound from here as a base. And so the compound here as a base has all these different types of compounds in there. So if I change this to that, okay, and then change this, what is the, it's IMO orbital spire. That is the blueprint type. Now, I'm wondering, content, and this could be it, but scenarios, Ultimate Ironman, prefab. I've got the IMO orbital spire down here, so that's not it. So if I did that, IMO orbital spire, and then I need it in here. The BAO Spire satellite, which is the standard name for it, BAO Spire satellite. And then I just change this entire thing, BAO underscore to BAO Spire satellite. And then I want this from 300 to 500. And then I'll have to get rid of those. BA alien, BAO Spire satellite, but everything else, alien satellite, everything else should be the same. So if I save this, Alien Station 2, okay, then I come into sectors and change the alien outpost to Alien Station 2 and save it. This scenario is actually not published. The one that I've got published is I've got the which one did I publish? I think I published the advanced Omicron Akua one. And if I update it and save it, which I've done, I updated the advanced Omicron Akua one when they added the arid planets and everything. And when I updated it, it should automatically update to you after you've downloaded it. I'm not positive though. Let's see. Well, because the thing is, there is no naming tag. It's using down here on the Spire satellite. It's actually accessing the name, not the whatchamacallit. Because the other things in space, let's see, at least I think that's the way it's working. Let's see, what are the other things in space? BAO minefield just says minefield, but the thing here says BAO minefield and BAO minefield. So that's what it's trying to access there. Maybe? let's see. Okay. There's always an easy way to BAO orbital spire. Okay. The easiest way to figure it out, that's not what I need. I need the spire satellite. Spire satellite. Okay. And then save as BAO spire satellite. Let's call spire satellite B. Okay. Now I can access it here. Spire satellite B. Call it and call this alien satellite. Not that any of this is really going to matter, I don't think. And then set. Now, let's come here. BAO Spire Satellite B. Copy. Common. Empyrion. Content. Scenarios. All right. Now we've got BAO Spire Satellite B in here. So we can do this and do, where is it? Up here. BAO Spire Satellite dash B, and then BAO Spire Satellite dash B. And those will access the satellite, and it'll be called Alien Satellite. Save. Let's see. The minefield. Okay. So this is the minefield. They're supposed to blow up as you get near them. So if you had a ship, all right, good night, Thunderlane. And maybe because it was creative, it didn't actually damage anything, but it does appear the mines are supposed to blow up, and that in creative mode, at the very least, they do blow up. This one's not blowing up. That one blows up. So it appears at least one of them doesn't blow up. Oh, there's 3 more? Yeah, the minefield's got quite a few mines. But it appears one of them does not blow up. And only one. So I'm wondering... Why this one doesn't blow up? Because it's got the core. That's why. It's probably supposed to, but let's see. Yeah, its explosive block is not set to blow up. I think the whole thing's made of explosive blocks. But that means if we shoot it, or I suppose if we rocket it, let's just use a plasma. Okay. There goes the core, but what about the actual explosive blocks? Ah, whatever. So the one mine that doesn't explode actually has the core in it. That's good to know. But in any case, let's see if this will now actually spawn in the proper thing. So, or if it'll actually let me load the game. Let's go new game. Okay. If it stops at 81% and the game freezes, then we'll know that it's not working. If it actually loads the game, then we'll know something I did fixed it. So, and then 81%, and then nothing. So something is causing it to freeze, something having to do with, close the program, something having to do with this compound. Because if I get rid of the compound and get rid of that, everything that has power has a core. So whether the core is alien, alien admin, whatever. Alien admin, the name shows up purple. Alien core, the name shows up red. A regular admin shows up blue, and of course player shows up green or white if it's a public building. But if the game if it shows up white as a POI, it could have an alien core and just have the tag show as neutral in the properties, and it'll have a white tag. Okay. So I got rid of, it's in Alien Space Station 2. I got rid of the compound, and now it should load the game. And here we go, loading the game. So one of two possibilities occurs to me. Either you see, my compounds were working before Alpha 8.5. After Alpha 8.5, they stopped working. Not sure why, but even copying the compounds directly from the creators makes it so that it doesn't work. In fact, which means that if I load shipwrecked, it'll probably do the same thing because it's got a compound in it as well that was working before. In fact, it's the same setup that I've been trying to do, just with with a custom spire. Okay, so shipwrecked works fine, which is weird because that's exactly the compound that I copied over. Okay. Now, in here, it's Ghost Asteroid Field. And this is the field that has the alien spire in it. Theoretically. Uh, 1445. All right, so it's outside of the thing, but outside of the asteroid field. But this is basically what I want the thing to end up like. It should end up like so, which is weird. Okay. So that's very weird because I actually shipwrecked playfields, Space Spire, Ultimate Ironman, playfields, replace. Yes. So this is exactly what I've got. Now, I don't want these. I want this to be IMO _ orbital spire. And it'll be called Alien Outpost. This is going to be BAO Spire Satellite. Okay, and that should be that. Of course, down here I need to change this whole thing So maybe if I change this all back to this drone-based setup, maybe and then these don't really matter, the asteroids. Okay. I will change that asteroid field to a different one if I need to. All right. Now that we've gotten this saved, if I do new game, Ultimate Ironman, begin. Unfortunately, in space, the spawn near does not work. It only works on planetary playfields. Well, it's going in different amounts of chunks, it looks like. Did I load the right scenario? If so, it's working. If not, that would explain why it's working. I don't think that's the right name. I think I loaded the random. Yeah. That's default random. I need Ultimate Ironman. I loaded the wrong scenario. You can always tell by the chunks of percentages that planets come in, how many planets you have, because if you have a lower amount, it does it in lower percentages. And there it goes, freezing again. Ram it! All right, close the program. What if I copy just this and then open up? I don't want that asteroid field. I want the content play fields. Actually, let me do this. Copy this. Content scenarios. Ultimate Ironman playfields. Paste it here. No. Cut that. And then open this. And then where it says POIs, paste. And save. So now the only thing that's different between this and the regular asteroid fields is the POIs. Everything else is exactly the same. That way, if it was something that I dealing with trying to load a blueprint that was from the shipwrecked one, I don't know. But we'll see what this works, if this works. Okay. New game. Start. $27, $45, $63, $81, and it glitches. Okay. What is it that is causing it? I mean, it worked on the other compound. Is this just not the right name? Or am I wrong in my assumption that it's not going off of the other thing? Ah! Okay. Let's go full in and just save. Okay, resume, delete, Ironman, load. Let's make both the name and the category name the same and see if that works. Ugh. Because it's obviously not it's obviously something with the blueprint, because when I used it, the exact wording in the previous game, it worked. So in Shipwrecked. So let's come over here. Orbital Spire. Not that I really need to do it here, but BAO Orbital Spire B. No, wait, Spire Satellite, sorry. Spire Satellite B. Okay. Now the name and that are exactly the same. So we should be able to BAO Spire Satellite B. Copy this. Prefabs, paste, replace, and then in here, let's come back in here, cancel, BAO Spire Satellite B, BAO Spire Satellite B, save. Because that's the only difference in this one that doesn't work and the one in the other one that does work. So now, if that was the problem, I should have just right-clicked and I would have gotten there quicker. Ultimate Iron Man. Let's see if this works. 27, 45, 63, 81, 81, nothing. So, close. This is going to be my solution. Content, playfields, legacy playfields. Know you're here somewhere. Space Alien Station. Copy. Content. Scenarios. Ultimate Ironman. Sectors. Not sectors. Playfields. Not that one. Paste. Delete. No. BAO. Let's try IMO, Spire Satellite. Replace with I'm going to do this. No, hold on. No, don't replace it. Close. Because it's going to be the same. No. So I'll just leave those. They should be fine. They should be perfectly fine. And then everything else will be fine. So it's going to be the exact same final one every time. But, okay. I want to get rid of this. Hold on. Where's the orbital spire? Here. This is what I need. Change this on. Okay. So now it's going to have 3 alien satellites. I'll probably add a couple more. Okay. Let's see. I need there so that it's the same here. Neocryptor, welcome to the stream. Okay. Let's see if saving this. Let's see if I can get this to work. Okay. Will it load? No. Because of course, line 51. Which is this. Okay, what's wrong with this one now? Is it just not recognized? Because it says line 51. That's this line right here. Okay. before which hash mark? Because none of those had it. That one doesn't have anything before a... Those are all lined up perfectly, so... Still says line 51. Yeah, it does need a space. But those don't have... Do all of these need to be moved over? Like that? Is that the problem? And then... But what if I... Okay, so if I did... like that, these should all line up. Yeah, I know. I've been working with YAML for a long time, for over a year, making my own custom planets and such, and they keep changing the way it's done, from the regular static playfields to the dynamic playfields to splitting the planets into two separate things, and okay, it's working. So right now I've got this as my absolute backup, utilizing the standard playfield. I like using the dynamic playfields because it gives a more fresh playthrough when you play through it. But CV cluster drone, why does CV cluster drone look like... All right, I'm definitely gonna have to change the name of that and everything, but okay. It should put... What? Well, that was unfortunate. It obviously had a problem loading something when I got close to the asteroid field, which is why I was having a problem doing the old, why I don't like doing the old playfield types. And of course you can't check it in there because blah. Okay. Is it the resource asteroids? If that's the case, then I'll just... get rid of the resource asteroids. Because you don't need them in the final battle, final fight or whatever. And in that case... we should be able to go ahead and get rid of... well, let's see, that's BAO orbital spire. What if I did... because that's what it should be. That might be what the problem was, but we'll see. All those will be fine. Don't really need a space vessel in here, or a freighter specifically. So Get rid of that. We'll still have this as the space vessel. I don't know if that'll, you know, spawn in a second one. No, that would spawn in a second one. Hold on. This is what I need to do. All right. It doesn't matter where those hashtags are. In fact, I should, hold on. I should be able to just delete those. And then that should spawn in that at the proper location. All right, let's try this again. And that's what a lot of scenario creating is, trial and error and trial and error and trial and error. Okay, now is it gonna give me a crash when I get close? Doesn't appear to crash. Okay. So we've got alien drones, alien spire, and 3 satellites. Of course, I'm going to want to put more than 3 satellites. I want like 8 to 10 satellites. But now we've got it so that this acts as the drone base. And it is the purple one, which is good. Okay. So at the very least, I can utilize this playfield as a final playthrough. And there should be one more switch I need to switch. Is it on this level or the next one? I believe it's on the next level. Yeah. And that opens these doors, allowing me to go there. Okay. And that shuts down the spire. It does not, however, shut down the alien satellites. Yeah, they're still working. Okay, so at the very least, I can utilize this as my final station. I might do like 5 satellites instead of 10, but I want it to be tough enough that even in a capital vessel, it's a challenge. Whereas like with just these three, if you have a fully decked out capital vessel, you can just mow up to these and just destroy them, and then, you know. But okay, so this is working. I'm not going to worry too much about getting it to work more. I do want to go ahead and do this. Okay, and let's see. Their positions. Let's see. 100, 0, 100, 700, 0, 200, 300, 200, 200, 300. So what if I did 700, 100, 100, 200, 0, 300. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about doing, is playtest with 5 on because that's basically what Ironman Season 0 is going to be for. I might do a run through of it by myself and see if I can go through week to week, getting it done. But if I did that, it would have to be during a month that I'm not doing regular Ironman, and I focus more on playtesting that, because the Ultimate Ironman is going to require a lot of dedication, and so all right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the final satellite? All right, this satellite's way too far out. Which one is this one? All right, this is the 700, 100, yeah. So instead of that, 700, let's put it over on this side, like right here. So let's say 200, 0, 600. And then if I want to put one over here, let's put one over here right about here. So that's 300, 100, 400. All right. Welcome to the stream, Game Master. Glad you're getting Empyrion. Okay. Content, Empyrion, saves, games, new game through new game 5, because those are all broken. Okay. So this is going to be my last resort save. What I want to do now, Ironman, Playfields, Alien Station. Let's move you to other view. Those are all going to be random. The resources I can keep all random. But what I want over here is that I want, all right, let's see how to set this up. With this, let's see, that's what? XZY? Or I don't remember. You see, they had to XY min max all this stuff and make it all where you can't just go, oh, static it. You see, I wish you could combine these and do like a static one, a static something with some other randomization in it. But you can't. Stupid. So I'm basically stuck utilizing these, making it not a drone base. Or having it with a static everything and making it sort of dull. I guess I'm just going to have it make it a static thing and sort of dull, because it's still going to be the final thing for everything. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll just change it up every now and then. But, all right. We got it working. We've got it with some satellites. What's next? Next is to update the planets so that I've got one of each type of planet for each level. Because right now I've got temperate 1, arid 1, or temperate starter, arid 1, snow 2, and alien 3 as the planets. I've got everything else set to 3 except temperate, which is 1. So I need to update temperate. Alien, let's just start with the top. Let's make an alien 2. Yeah, easiest one to update to alien 2 would be alien 1. So let's do this, rename this alien 2. Let's open up snow 2 here and alien 2 here. And let's see. The thing about snow 2, or about the 2, is that I need to add this into here and get rid of every instance of the IM base. So adding this here. Okay, that puts a floating alien base, and then I need to change IM bunker. That's just ghost bunker. That's weird. I am abandoned POI. replace I am abandoned POI with just abandoned POI. And there was only one. Okay. Which is fine. I might have to change something in the spawn things. Is there a abandoned POI one? Yeah, I'm going to have to change that in playfield 1. There's I am abandoned POI. I need to change this down here from abandoned POI to I am abandoned POI. Okay, just so things will spawn around them. Okay. Now, that is all I have to do for Alien 2. So I've got Alien 1, 2, and 3. I've got only Arid 1. So I need to make Arid 1, 2, and 3. This will be Arid 2 and Arid 3. So now with Arid, let's go ahead and do Arid 3 first, because this is the easiest one to flip-flop. I need to change that to occurrences, and then I need to change the bunker. I know there's a bunker somewhere. Oh. Apparently there's not a bunker. I need to add a bunker. So let's open up. These are Xenu. Rados. These are Xenu. Yep. Let's add. Hold on. Xenu 3. This needs to be, or for the Baron, this needs to be I am bunker. Like that. Okay. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then Arid 3 is over here. What I need to do is, now this still has Xenu main in there, correct? Planet vessel. Yeah. There. I think. Okay. Yeah. That just has that little bit there. Okay. That means I'm going to have to change the Baron 1. Anyway. Okay. So let's flip-flop this from this to that. Xenu bunker. and defense for the bunker. Actually, sure. Stop being bad, know-it-all. Where is the bunker? Okay. Here. Planet vessel, planet vessel. This. Copy. Paste. Okay. And that's the defense for the drone base that was already on there. And we'll just leave this as a bunker. Save. Because there was no bunker. So, all right, we've got that saved. So now that it has a bunker and this has a bunker, I noticed a conflict in Baron. There is no Baron 1. I need to make a Baron 1, which is, yeah. Which means I'll probably need to change Desert 3 as well. I'll go through and change them as I do. All right, Arid 2, static. Let's see. Arid 2 is going to need the floating POIs. And then on this, I want to find and replace where's the abandoned POI? That's what I'm looking for. This. 2, okay. Now I can paste that there and save. Okay. Good, good. So that's Alien and Arid 1, 2, and 3 that are complete. Okay. And I'm going to have to keep doing the same thing for the rest of these as well. That is a good point. Let's go ahead and check on, make sure the sats are where I want them. All right. New game. Ultimate Ironman. And the way that I'll end up doing it is for each season, I will just upload. I'll just upload the scenario to the workshop so that people can download it. So that, you know, I'll put it up there, you know, Ultimate Iron Man Season 0, Ultimate Iron Man Season 1, etc., etc. All right. I might change the scenery, like manually each season just to make it different, but... All right, there's the drone. Over here is the orbital spire. The satellites are relatively well placed. Coming in from this side gives you a little more protection from the satellites. If you want to, say you want to come in with a small vessel, juking all these, and then sort of aim for... Well, let's do a quick test of that. Okay. If, let's say you're out here, right? and you've got a small vessel that you want to utilize. Because as soon as you take the core out, you've won Ironman, you know. So, let's try something with a few weapons on it. Let's do a small... Oh. Sky Gamer, welcome to the stream. All right, let's spawn this, okay? And then let's go ahead and make sure it's got ammo for its guns. While we're at it, let's go ahead and give us something to shoot with. And then let's go ahead and... Really? All right, let's give us something to kill annoyances with. Okay. And then let us get regular heavy armor. I don't think this thing has much in the way of devices, but it doesn't even have a cargo box on it, but that's fine. You're not here trying to collect loot, you're here trying to kill. But I do want... And then... Okay. So we've got armor on. We're going to need a little bit of fuel for this thing. Okay. So, you come this way. And try to avoid all the shots you can. Oh, my weapons aren't out. And we're in. Oh, let's ungod mode for a minute. Okay. Now we're in. Now, by the time you're here, you probably will have more than just a pulse rifle. So, let's see, what should I go with? Pulse rifle, plasma, and shotgun. Okay. Of course, when you're attacking this thing, you're going to have a decent amount of health things. Okay. The only reason it didn't go as planned getting in was because I didn't have my weapons equipped because of the frickin' thing on Alpha. The most recent Alpha update. What do you got for me? Ah, another enhanced plasma cannon. I see you. That's weird. Whoa. Okay. So let's come up this way. And then we don't really need to go in the rest of these, but if for some reason you decided you wanted to just keep playing afterwards, that's where we were, where we came in. And you can see the core right below you as you come down, but you'll come down, you'll be like, I can kill it. No, you can't. So you can't even get through these doors. Second layer is back up here, or second switch is back up here behind that. And I don't remember if you have to do them in order or not. And then the final switch is down here. Through here. Okay. And that will open the doors down here. But you got to keep an eye out for... Yeah, that one. And there we go. Everything's damaged. Everything's, you know, all good. And of course it destroys this one because it was right above it. Now, of course, you know, you've won Ironman. You don't have to get out. So, you know, that's the bonus. So there we have it. That's, you know, it is doable with the minimum of resources if you know what you're looking for. All right, I don't know why I'm messing around with this. All right, let's go ahead and delete that. But yeah, that's how I would take it out. But, you know, then again, I might change it up every time, putting the switches that do different things. Like the second time that, you know, the second season, someone might go, oh, here's this switch, flip, explosion. So... anyway, why is this? I don't know. But anyway, so what I've got to do now is I've got to continue updating all these until there's alien 1, 2, 3, arid 1, 2, 3, barren, desert, lava, snow, and temperate 1, 2, 3. And once all those are updated, I can easily switch from one to the next to the next. Let's go ahead, open up the sectors file here. And let's open up the sectors file for Akua. Let's see. And we'll just copy this and place that in here. So there's now a moon, and we're going to want it to be there. And it's easy to change the name. I'll just hit, replace the name with, and then put the random name I want, and it'll make it work for any of the denies and the deny and allow things in here. So getting close to time to call it a day. I'm going to go ahead and call it a day because I actually got a good bit on it done thanks to you guys' help and everything. So I want to go ahead and say thank you for joining me for this stream, for this update on the Ultimate Iron Man. Hopefully, like I said, I'll have it ready to go for Season 0 as the test season in October. Anybody with a YouTube channel is welcome to join. And I was considering like having the actual tournament thing be like you have to have played at least one season of the regular Iron Man before you are allowed into the actual thing. But I'm like, I'll just let anyone with a YouTube channel come in, but you got to post videos to YouTube by each Wednesday or you're disqualified. So, but in any case, thanks for joining. I'll post something. I'll set up a Discord channel and make a big announcement once it's ready to go. And yeah, thanks for joining me with this. Anyone interested, just keep checking back and I'll keep you guys updated. And yeah, if you enjoyed it, hit the like button for me. And if you want to see more Empyrion, Galactic Survival, custom scenario things, regular stuff, or any other video games, I'm doing Mass Effect now, which I've played before, but I'm posting videos of it. It's a lot of fun. And I will be doing other things as I get around to them. But anyway, if you want to see anything like that, all this stuff, you enjoy my content, go ahead and subscribe. As always, I'm KnowItAllDM, and y'all have a good day now.